Everyone knows Johnny Depp for his iconic roles in movies like Pirates of the Caribbean and Edward Scissorhands. He has long been associated with the films of Tim Burton and playing weird or offbeat characters. But Johnny Depp actually started his film career in one of the most iconic horror movies ever made. That movie was A Nightmare on Elm Street.
My daughter said, "Dad, Johnny Depp." I said, "Really? But he looks kind of sickly and pale." He says, "He's beautiful." And that was it.
This led to success in the TV show 21 Jump Street. And later he had a cameo in another Freddy Krueger film, Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare.
All right, once again, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Questions?
Yeah!
Then in 1994, he played a horror movie director named Ed Wood. Depp earned critical acclaim for this role and proved that he had a wide range of acting ability.
I like to dress in women's clothing.
You a fruit?
No, not at all. I love women. Wearing their clothes makes me feel closer to them.
You're not a fruit.
No, I'm all man. I even fought in WW2. Of course, I was wearing women's undergarments under my uniform.
Ed Wood is one of his best performances, and if you haven't seen it, then I highly recommend that you do so.
This is the one I'll be remembered for.
By the late 90s, Johnny Depp had made a huge name for himself in acting, and he soon returned to the horror scene when he worked with Tim Burton again in the 1999 horror film Sleepy Hollow. This was loosely based off the Washington Irving short story and featured many gruesome and scary scenes. That same year, he starred in The Ninth Gate, an underrated thriller about a book dealer who sets out to find a book that can supposedly conjure up the devil. This movie has an eerie feel to it, with creepy music that makes it worth a watch for any horror fan. Later, in 2001, Johnny Depp played a detective searching for Jack the Ripper in From Hell. This dark and gory thriller was based off the graphic novel of the same name. It is one of the scariest Johnny Depp films and received praise from critics like Roger Ebert.
Yeah, it earns the suspense, you know.
Exactly.
You are following the story, and that's why you're frightened, not because they're trying to get you with sudden explosions or people jumping out from behind the shadows. As you said, and Johnny Depp is really versatile. I mean, you know, in the last 5 or 10 years, he has done just about everything.
Yeah, terrific in this.
Johnny Depp would star in another horror film in 2004 called Secret Window, based off the short story by Stephen King. In this film, Depp plays an author who is threatened by another writer who says he stole his writings. This leads to some suspenseful and intense exchanges between them, with a twist ending that ties it all together. Then in 2007, he worked with Tim Burton in another horror movie. This time it was Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. This was a horror musical with some gory scenes involving a barber who shaves his victims a little too closely. Depp's performance was praised by critics, and he won a Golden Globe Award for this role. Johnny Depp started his career as a victim of Freddy Krueger and has since made a name for himself as one of Hollywood's most beloved actors. He has climbed the ladder of success with his iconic roles and continues to do so. But no matter how far he goes in his career, he will always have a home in the world of horror movies.
Really? Worst film you ever saw? Well, my next one will be better. Hello? Hello?